Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our THRAWN'S Revenge playthrough as the Empire of the Hand. In the last episode, we took care of the Imperial entanglements that had been happening in the north for quite some time, which I had foolishly assumed were over when we got them down to Tangrene and Cauron, but are now actually over, unless the core forces of the Empire can kind of break out to the north, which definitely not happening. But we are going to be dealing with a lot of the New Republic small stuff now. They took Coruscant back, so that's nice for them. But we are going to hopefully be able to take Wayland, Chandrila, Findar, Yavin. I think going through Yavin to Findar is probably the best play right now. So let's focus on that. We will need more ground forces, which we are helpfully building. The artillery was actually pretty decent there. There's E-Wings. What is the Empire of the Hand? So this is being streamed on Twitch for those of you watching on YouTube. So I will be responding to some chat stuff as we go. Why does the Empire of the Hand have such a small map play for this playthrough? I just chose an era-specific map for the playthrough, because we've done a ton of huge playthroughs throughout 2018, or 2019, and 2018, but more relevantly 2019. So I wanted to do something that wouldn't be 4 months long for once. Like, you can play them on Art of War as well. It's just this is the Kamas Crisis, Era 5, era-specific, conflict-specific campaign. So I think half of our playthroughs in 2019 were on Empire's End, so like 140 planets, which is a lot. And especially at a time when we're not really previewing anything new for Imperial Civil War. I won't need that. It would, or for THRAWN'S Revenge, there's not really a reason to have it be super long. Even the current Republic playthrough for Fall of the Republic is just the smallest of the era progressives. It's like 90 planets instead of the 130.
Stay in formation. Get behind them. I have them now. Draw their fire.
That reminds me, in one of Shaq's recent videos, he mentioned wanting to play some of the new releases of the mod with you and video. Yep, so I've been talking to Shaq a fair bit recently, actually. We've got some plans to play Fall of the Republic when it comes out, maybe some other mods. Just scheduling has been more of the issue, but there's definite plans to do it, and possibly get Ek in on that as well. Have some three-ways there. But we also talk about like tabletop stuff a lot, because both of us are really into that. Just to bring it back from earlier in the stream, it all comes back to tabletop, as I told him. But yeah, so definitely going to be some Fall of the Republic and maybe some other stuff going on with Shaq in the hopefully near future. He's a lot of fun to work with. You think you would add boarding vessels to other factions? In Imperial Civil War, it's very likely that we're going to expand that feature a bit, especially when ship crew mechanics get implemented, because it is a very popular mechanic. So may as well put it in more places. In Fall of the Republic, it'll just be huts, most likely. Because for that era, it's more of a thematically tight thing, where people weren't just looking to use whatever they could get. After Endor, it was like, okay, we need stuff.
Enemies in range.
In which Corey told me he would do a community challenge in November, but never did. Yeah, so the stuff. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, one of the things that I've done a couple times is with the named patron units, I've also opened that up to other non-patrons, and basically the only units I'm allowed to use for a playthrough are those kind of units, and they're given a build limit of 1, so I have to try to win the campaign using only those units and not lose everything. I had hoped to do one towards the end of 2019, but the Fall of the Republic beta made it a bit more difficult to get that going. I've been just really busy getting that stuff going for the last while. Okay, a lot of ground units. This is good. This is actually really good. Because this fleet adds party starter, I think. But,
They're over here.
oh, another missing texture. I copied over all the files for it and apparently wasn't all the files. So, the main mod isn't like this. This is just my Let's Play copy. But yeah, so I do want to get back to doing the community challenges. There's actually another kind of thing I want to do with those kinds of ships that will hopefully happen sooner than later. I'm working on the first one, the first video for that, and there will be one-off videos for what I'm talking about right now. But there's a lot coming up. I'm hoping that this will be a big, good year for both the mods and the channels. See you, Josh. Thanks for coming out.
Let's go. Navigating to coordinates.
Next title would be Pro and Military Commander versus those are Charlie titles. So it'd depend on who edits the video, I think.
Target locked. Taking fire.
I'll wait to bring in party starter. What is the raid fleet gonna be?
Holding fire for maximum effect. Getting a lock. Commander, they're hitting us.
I should probably figure out what to call those, the Twitch currency or whatever the hell it is on the channel. I haven't been using Twitch much, and generally I found when I'm not trying to just record a series like this that's going to be on both, it hasn't been a great use of my time, ultimately. Like, I know there's some people that prefer it, but just the platform as a whole is not... We were actually talking about this in the videos that came out today and earlier this week, me, Charlie, and Nick, where it's just so hard to get any traction on the channel. So if this is your primary platform, that's one thing, but generally otherwise, you're just bringing stuff from your other areas. Alright, I just need to make sure this gets out of there. Is Corey abandoning Twitch? No, I'm not abandoning Twitch, it's just I'm going to be using it for very specific things. Because throughout the last 2 years, what I've mostly used it for is if I was recording certain series I'd use that, or I'd try to do most of my streaming on Twitch and then convert it to series on YouTube. But I found that even for a lot of those things, I have more breadth in what I can play if I stream it on YouTube, because the viewership on Twitch is not very high for me, except for when doing this kind of thing. So if I'm recording some Let's Play series that work as episodic content on YouTube, then I can use Twitch to record it. Whereas if I'm recording stuff that doesn't work as well as episodic content on YouTube, then it doesn't make as much sense to use it. And if I'm just doing like one-off streams, even YouTube works better for that. So maybe that'll change as the platforms evolve and as the channels evolve, but it's hard to justify doing it when it's not your main platform, because the ability to promote between stuff is just not there. Like on Twitch, when you're done a stream, you're basically done the stream. Thanks for the sub, madame. Welcome to the THRAWN'S Revenge team. I mean, subbing doesn't get everyone on the THRAWN'S Revenge team, but we'll say for you there's a special exception. But yeah, the when you're done a Twitch stream, that time is essentially gone. So if you're not essentially just working on bringing up your Twitch, then it's one of the least valuable ways to spend your time. Crap, I didn't press the button. I'm so used to them not retreating that I didn't fucking do it. I'm an idiot. It's hard to focus on what you're saying and what you're playing at the same time. That's my excuse. Still killed stuff, so whatever.
T2B over.
Orders confirmed.
See if I can catch them here.
Tactical battle
Yeah.
imminent.
If you got your own pop-up for donating channel points. Well, that's basically eventually what I want to get back in, but channel graphics are
Choose
gonna be something I try to update. Prussian Blue, Knowing the Unknown. Doesn't look like we've got a raid fleet coming in this time. Ascendancy Warlord Star.
Black speed. Coming about.
And this time I'm just going to drop the interdictor in, so I don't have to remember to use it.
Location locked.
Because they're probably going to retreat right away. Gotta correct my own mistakes.
Destination plotted.
What do channel points do? They're basically additional effects on messages is the main thing, I think.
Broadside frigate here.
I'm not 100% sure how all of it works.
THRAWN'S open.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
reinforcements en route.
I'm losing. All mega Star Destroyer at the ready.
Frigate standing by. We're closing in on the target.
Heavy assault cruiser ready.
Heavy cruiser on standby.
Target.
And I think you get the points for just being active on the platform or on the channel.
Roger that.
It's like sending messages gets them.
Reporting ready.
Can you get some shields back?
Orders has been cut off.
Get behind them. Awaiting new instructions.
Heavy cruiser. Cruiser fires. Ascendancy at the ready.
I have them now.
Thrawn would approve.
Where'd he go? Eliminating target. Target. Heavy destroyer stands ready.
I just want your shields back.
Nowhere.
On standby.
Excellent shot. Falling out of formation.
THRAWN'S open.
I got one.
Ready to receive.
I want your shields back and your shields back. I just want everyone's shields back.
I'm on. Decoding your transmission. Fire. Locking on.
Awaiting your orders.
Enemies in range. Attack formation.
Star Destroyer Thrawn'S open. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Stragglers.
Broadside frigate here.
Coming around. Target locked.
Ready to receive orders.
Eliminating target.
Alright, this is Sheen is probably the better thing to go for there. And I'll start turning the phalanx back around.
Excellent shot. They're coming in quick.
Our hangar has been destroyed.
Taking fire. I got one. Locking on.
Cato, Neimoidia, and B1 battle droids actually fight CIS droids during the... I have no idea.
Heavy destroyer.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Intercepting. Full speed ahead. Moving into position.
Heavy cruiser on standby.
Where'd he go? Heavy assault cruiser ready. I'm on.
Ready to receive orders.
Stay in formation. Falling out of formation. We'll be there shortly.
You can retreat and attack again with full shields. If I had engines on any of my good ships, then I could. But my phalanx doesn't have them. A lot of the small ships don't have them. The Ascendancy doesn't have them.
Attack formation. I've got them.
Kind of just got to try to lure them away from their defensive structures, because that was the big problem there.
Intercepting.
And you, Mr. Peltist, I'm just going to have to hit this.
Regroup for another attack.
Our hangar has been
We've lost our turbo lasers. Enemy craft. Personnel reporting ready.
Now that we're not getting fired at by the uh, by the Golan and the Empress, we should be in better shape. See if you can actually hit this.
Heavy cruiser. I got one. Falling out of formation. Reloading your transmission. Draw their fire. Awaiting your orders.
Holding fire for
Choose your
maximum effect.
reinforcements.
Locking on. Enemies in range.
Sad thing is, if we do lose, they're never going to retreat.
Ready to receive orders.
Heavy cruiser on standby.
I might have to just give up
Awaiting you.
that and hope they retreat.
Coming around.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Eliminating target.
Well, maybe not.
I've got them in my sights. Personnel reporting ready.
Here, let's
Standby.
stay.
Ellipse ready and waiting.
As long as we keep our fighters from going too close to the edge of glory,
Ready to receive orders.
Where'd he go?
we can probably whittle this down more. Yeah, I'm less worried about the fighters than I was.
Reporting ready. Getting a lock. Intercepting.
Alright. I might just need the Peltas to
Sequence engaged.
aim for some of the structures.
Stay in formation. Falling out of formation.
Ready to receive orders.
Nice.
Mega Matrix.
CR90s so our fighters can exist.
Maximum firepower.
Destroyer stands ready. Heavy assault cruiser ready. Bringing mega mazes to bear.
Ready.
I got one. Decoding your transmission.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Get behind them.
I baited myself.
Awaiting new instructions. Ready. Locking on. All enemies in range. I have
Ascendancy at the
them
ready.
now.
Sequence engaged.
Heavy assault cruiser ready. Ready and waiting.
Destroyer comms open.
Target locked. Nowhere to
Ready to
run.
receive orders.
Eliminating target.
Fall back more. Okay, you're gonna have to stop the approaching assault frigates.
Engaging threat.
Thanks, Brady.
I'm on. Bringing mega mazes to bear.
Appreciate it.
Coming around. I've got them in my sights. All batteries fire. Draw their fire. Personnel reporting ready. Getting a lock. Excellent shot. I got
Ascendancy at the ready.
on standby. Heavy assault cruiser ready. Engaging threat.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Right, well, we killed a lot of their smaller frigates, but we didn't get all the ground units, which is what I really wanted to kill here.
I'm on. Ready to receive orders.
We're gonna lose our
Eliminating target.
ascendancy.
By the Ascendancy's honor. Ellipse ready and waiting. Excellent shot. Heavy assault cruiser ready. I got one. I'm losing. Locking on.
Ascendancy at the ready. Thrawn would approve.
Yeah, they're coming back at us.
Personnel reporting ready.
Damn it. We need to go.
Preparing for jump to ice.
Save what we can. Rebuild the fleet. That was not worth it.
Underway.
Alright. This fleet will probably have to split up a bit. One of you there, one of you, one of you. You're gonna go reinforce over here.
Coordinates received. Right away, sir.
Orders confirmed.
I can auto retreat. Ooh, god, they're back.
We've located the enemy.
Choose your reinforcements.
Drive engage.
I don't want that.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Get there. Coming about. Bringing Mega.
See if I can kill any of these.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Shot Star Destroyer at the ready. I have them now. Ready to receive orders.
Our way is clear.
Cruiser ready.
Yes, sir. On
Shot
standby.
Star Destroyer at the ready.
No.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Go after the stragglers. I got.
We need ships back. Trogly. Alright, Operation Get Fleets Back is of prime importance right now. So I think even more important than that is going to be some of these guys. Which really I can build
Unit canceled.
other places.
Production. Unit canceled. Unit in
It's a
production.
regular one.
Unit canceled.
Fried Potato Bash, Ace Striker, Throwing a Chissy Fit, Thrawn's Toe, Thrawn's Revenge, Ascendancy Warlord Star, Art of War,
Production.
Australian class frigate here.
E2B over.
Warlord class
Tactical battle
gunship here, sir.
imminent.
Vector set.
How's the Empire doing against the New Republic? So the Empire is benefiting more than the New Republic is. I was really hoping they'd just kill each other off a lot, but clearly that's not going to happen. We don't really need all this, so... This fleet would benefit more from that.
Moving to those coordinates.
And these guys are going to go over here.
Unit in production.
Even more is what we need.
Australian class frigate here.
Alright, so we're going to go for Wayland with that. I'd really like to get Findar, because it would mean
Star Cruiser.
that Wayland and Garros are no longer needed to be defended, and we'd be pretty much set, because we'd just go for Mon Calamari at that point, and still only have the same amount of choke points.
Australian class frigate here.
That would be the dream.
Almost already area here, Admiral.
Star Cruiser here.
Shot Star Destroyer at the ready.
Should leave the Empire alive to give the NR something else to attack. We couldn't even attack the Empire if we wanted to right now. They're entirely the core in the southern part of the galaxy.
Australian class frigate here. Heavy cruiser on.
So their entire existence right now is just killing the New Republic, and I'm more than happy to let that happen.
Tactical battle imminent.
Hello, Shizzle. Yeah, Strix.
There they are.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's try to compress this a little bit. Long snoot. Regular phalanx. Biggest ship us. Ascendancy. Is that a lightsaber in your pants? Some warlords.
Acknowledge, sir. Building
And a lot of Astronis.
Our head full. Moving to those coordinates.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Plotting trajectory.
Including Tender
Destination confirmed.
and Bomber Be Gone.
Full.
So we'll see if we can just let them kind of come in here.
We stand ready. Reinforcements en route.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
At your beck and call. Take out their heavy weapon batteries.
Decoding your
Let's actually focus that down.
Class gunship here, sir.
And the warlords, power to weapons.
Firepower.
I think we're like one pop cap away from being able to bring in another phalanx, which is very sad.
Ready to receive orders.
Oh, you would be better off over here.
Astronic glass
And
frigate here.
let's try to bring
Moving to those coordinates.
the Astrones up
Yes, sir.
to there.
Trajectory. Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
You kind of have to accept that at least one round of bombs is going to make it through. But if they do that and then they fly into the Astrones, that's all we can ask for.
Getting a lock. Locking on.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
Intercepting.
Destroyer comms open.
We've been outmaneuvered.
Ready to receive orders.
Go to the next MC90.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander. Requesting fighters
This poor guy. No, you guys are
location.
not in the right place. That is how you die.
Enemies in range. Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
Target locked.
Destroy those weapons.
Help that out. You need to worry about that, and you
I'm on them.
just gonna send after these little guys.
Stand ready.
Eliminating
Hold their
target.
defenses.
Falling out of formation.
Ready to receive orders. Where's the go?
Attack formation.
Awaiting your orders. Fire at will. Decoding your transmission.
Destroyer comms open.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Another attack. Victim. Quick. Target locked.
Alright, it's coming a bit closer, so it's trying to turn around and leave. So if we can kill its engines on its way out, then all it's done is put itself in a closer position for us.
At your beck and call. All batteries firing in range.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Where'd he go?
Heavy destroyer stands ready. Yes, sir.
Nowhere to run.
Decoding your
Falling out of
transmission.
formation.
Awaiting new instructions,
Enemies in
Commander.
range.
That's good. Do that, and I'm gonna use a shot on that because that'll just get the shield straight down.
Choose your
All right,
reinforcements.
that actually opens us up for HSS Leonidas to come in.
Vectors set.
Do this Rogue One style and just break everything while you're coming in, please.
Getting a lock.
No?
Intercepting.
Heavy
All
destroyer.
right, now that that's down, continue firing on that.
Awaiting your orders.
And I'm going to try to protect the Peltist a bit more if I can.
Decoding your transmission.
Destroyer comms open.
I'm kind of swarming it, so we're probably going to lose the main cannon.
Astronic glass frigate here. Destroy them. Awaiting new instructions, Commander. Heavy destroyer stands ready. Target at gunner's discretion.
This kind of reminds me of that Battle of Kashyyyk picture from Essential Guide to Warfare. See you, Asterix. Thanks for coming out.
Coming around. Where'd he go?
Ascendancy at the ready.
Decoding your transmission. Requesting fighter support.
Destroyer comms open.
Uh-oh. Are they jumping in more units?
Falling out of formation.
Yes, sir.
Intercepting.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Calculating jump
I can't afford to give up our entire fleet again. Even though this is going to give up most of our entire fleet again.
Go after the stragglers.
know what? No. No. I can't afford to give up our entire fleet again.
Warlord class gunship here, sir.
Decoding your transmission. Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Awaiting your orders.
Enemies in range.
Fire at will.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
They're hitting us.
Do I want to do this? I really want to destroy these capital ships.
Decoding your transmission.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Falling out of formation. Draw their fire.
Destroy those weapons.
Receive orders. Negative Prime.
Journey class frigate here.
Move up a little bit.
Moving out.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Decoding your transmission. Target their guns.
I really wish we still had the main gun on that Peltist.
Where'd he go?
Yes, sir. Commence attack.
Most of their bombers are dead.
Eliminating
Our primary engine system is down.
New instructions, Commander.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Star Destroyer comms open. Ready to receive orders. Firing sequence
Heavy destroyer stands ready. Destroy those weapons.
Our turbo laser batteries have been disabled.
Draw their fire. Attack formation.
Decoding your transmission.
So many fighters.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander. Coordinates received.
at the ready.
Thanks, heavy destroyer stands ready.
Journey class frigate here.
It's all defenders now, though.
Decoding your transmission.
Fire.
Let's see if we can get anything else out of this.
Where'd he go?
Because they're starting to pull away.
Yes, sir.
They're
Heavy destroyer.
rearranging around the
Nowhere to run.
phalanx back here.
Ready to receive orders.
Decoding your transmission.
The nebula's just been pumping out damage the entire time. I've been unable to really deal with it. They're starting to jump some of the units away too.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
Destroyer comms open.
It's just we've lost all of our fighters.
After the stragglers.
Target their
Ready
guns.
to receive orders. Thrawn would approve.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander. Firewall.
Alright, it's not as bad as it looked. It's bad, but not as bad. Oh, crap.
Destroyer stands ready.
It's getting worse.
Destroy those weapons. Initialize general bombardment.
Mega Major Prime.
Decoding your transmission.
Alright, the shields are down on that one. So it'll start dying pretty quickly.
Ready to receive orders.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
You don't have any engine hard points left, do you? No.
Decoding your transmission. Awaiting new instructions.
You're not going to have any engine hard points left.
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
Oh, there's still an endurance back there.
Decoding your transmission. Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Ready.
Thanks, heavy destroyer stands ready. Decoding your
Right, this is a fight to the death.
target their guns.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Awaiting new instructions, Commander.
Well, we could get two of them out. But we could also... No, we're not going to be able to destroy all that.
Awaiting new instructions.
Alright,
Heavy destroyer stands ready.
killing this nebula, and then we're going to try to leave.
Rerouting your transmission.
Retreat in progress.
One. So those three are getting out. These two are not.
We'll get there. Star Cruiser here.
We really need the adjusted fleet comps for this. The Republic has conquered Balmora.
Star Cruiser here.
Alright, so we have the Carriex. They're kind of going to be like Sashins for us. Or Furrows.
Unit in production. Constructing unit. Constructing. Constructing unit.
Some more of our own carriers.
Here. Our head full.
Constructing. Constructing.
Our journey.
We'll probably stop there for a while. So we'll build up the HV guns.
Construction complete.
I was kind of hoping to stop at a level 2 so we get the bigger defenses.
Carrier here, Admiral. Our journey class frigate here.
Building under construction. Constructing.
Oh, Zorg.
Moving to that.
Let's just let things settle down. Biggest big ship is long snoot.
Almost class carrier here, Admiral.
And we can get backhand of Thrawn back in a second.
Unit in production.
Our journey class.
Right, a lot of these planets can get
Building started. Constructing. Building started.
some of these,
Building started.
because we don't have all of our trade ports right now.
Moving to those coordinates, Commander. Almost class carrier here, Admiral. Our journey class frigate here.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Where's this? Bill Bringy. Hey, it's been a while.
Unit canceled.
We'll cancel that.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, I actually can get an auto there? Cool.